Welcome everyone to the greatest show on tube. Today we're cooking these diesmillo cuts, also known as chuck beef. Elephant in the room, yes, I am at a Mexican carniceria. So get about 3 pounds of these diesmillo cuts, or aka chuck beef. 3 or 4 pounds is fine, depending on how many people you're going to be serving. 3 to 4 pounds is good for about 5 people maybe. Anyway, so we're going to be putting these cuts inside some Tupperware so we can stick it in the freezer. Makes it easier for cutting. You honestly don't even have to do this, but that is just a personal preference. So now let's turn on our good old Cowboy Wok here. Let's get old Rusty cranking. Alright, so we have the good old Cowboy Wok set up on the stand here. This Cowboy Wok was gifted to us by an uncle in Mexico. It comes from plough discs on an agricultural tractor. Not a truck, or it could be a truck, I guess. But anyways, this is a tractor as shown here. So now we're gonna give this Cowboy Wok a good clean. Get one of these wire brushes to scrape them real good. Now we're gonna be taking these chuck cuts, diesmillo cuts, out of the freezer. Put them on a cutting board, and then get your sharp cutting utensil to obviously cut the meat. And so anyways, yeah, let's get this cutting. Cut it vertically, horizontally, whatever you want to. Try to get some cube cuts. I don't even know if that's a thing, but anyways, yeah, get some cuts going. And then we're gonna cut our onion. Try to do it this way so you could have strips of onion, so you don't have little cubes coarsely chopped. Anyways, then you're gonna chop up your garlic. Spices up the flavor a bit. Well, it doesn't make it spicy, but enhances the flavor of the beef. Alright, so then let's add some oil to the wok so we can place our delicious beef. Alright, so now let's place this beef on our wok. Get it cooking. Let's throw some salt on there. Don't overdo it on the salt, but it looks like I may be overdoing it on here. But don't forget that this is a good amount of beef, so you want to get a good amount of salt in there. Once again, don't overdo it. I've overdone it before, and oh man, nobody wants to eat salty food. So yeah, let's just keep stirring this around, and then now we're gonna add our pepper in here. Alright, now we're adding this chicken bouillon. I think it's the name. Be careful not to add too much of it because it already has some salt in it, so you might end up having some very salty beef, and nobody wants that. So the best part has arrived, the onions. Give it a good quick mix in there. Try to add them close to the end so you don't have some overdone onions. Alright, so now let's push it up to the side so we can have this oil drip to the middle. If you were at a cookout outside, well, which, I mean, I am outside, but if you were eating this outside, in other words, you would just leave it in the center, turn your heat down a little bit, and then warm up your tortillas on the side. So yeah, let's just put this in a pan so we can take this inside the house. Don't forget, safety first. Close your propane tank. Alright, so let's do our flour tortillas on the cast iron here. I prefer flour tortillas over the corn tortillas for beef. For pork, I'd rather do corn tortillas, but since we're eating beef today, let's do some corn tortillas. So anyways, there you go. There's your finished product. Yeah, I think I had me about 8 of these. Yeah, I mean, they're so good, but I mean, I eat a lot, so that's why I ate a lot. But yeah, I highly recommend this. Thank you for watching, by the way.